Got my headphones on tight, spitting verses like I'm preaching, shining out bright. Words ignite the spark, setting fire to the night. In this lyrical fight, I'm ready to write. Yeah, I'm here to testify. Got the truth on my side. Walking through the darkness, but I'm never gonna hide. Take everything from me now, I'm ready to rise with a gun.
Welcome everybody. We are working on bass number 2. I switched my name in game. I was chatting with somebody and they was like, if you're gonna be streaming, you wanna have your name different so nobody finds you. Like they don't see you in game and go, oh, that's such and such. I was like, yeah, they're kinda right. I don't need people finding out who I am. So I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna switch the name up. Ooh, I got 18 off of that. That's gonna help a lot because we're gonna need to buy some things or make some things. I don't know why I said buy. We're gonna need a floor kit. Okay. We're going to need a roof kit. Roof kit there, and we're gonna need a wall kit. And we're taking the wall kit down, so we'll make the other wall kit. I'm hoping. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Maybe I can take this workbench down. Yeah. You can give me a second, I have to figure this out. Okay, we can put that like that. I don't need it like that, but that's what we're gonna put it for now, because server is fixing to restart. Put that there. That still ain't gonna fit, right? I think it's huge. I just need to move it for a second. Put that there. And once the server restarts, we'll fold this up and I'll move it. And then hopefully it'll let me take that wall down there so I can push the base back and then put this back. That's what my plan is. So that's a cool thing about playing on the labs. If you're a person that doesn't want to give out the lab's name, there's so many different ones you can click on. So if you come to this main page, they're just going to know you're on the labs. They're not going to know which one. I mean, sure, they could create a character, creating a character login to every one until they find you, but good luck with that. Because unless you see the chat, or not the chat, but the map where it shows the group you're in, you're not going to know their group number or their name. I got just enough nails to extend this base out once more. I'm not putting any more doors or anything on it. Just keeping the one door. It's just going to be for storing some extra loot. I'm going to store those guns down there I found. That way if I die and I spawn at either one, I've got loot to put on. Which the cool part is, if I do die, and I spawn at the one way down there, I throw some loot on and leave, and I run back 1k meter to that base. I wind up dying or dying somewhere, then I can spawn at the other base. And if I die there, running back, I'm still going to be able. There's going to be enough time in between that I'm not going to get stuck on a timer. I'm not going to get timered, which is what I'm trying to stop. Is when I die, I get on a timer. But now I've got 2 sleeping bags. It'd be cool if you could do 3 sleeping bags, but on my server we did flag spawn. We could spawn at the flag, and we done a limit of 3 spawns before you got put onto the coast. You would get 3 spawns at base, and then it would kick you to the coast. So it gave you a chance, At base, you could respawn again, defend, respawn again, defend, and But if you had enough people online, it really didn't matter, because you could have, if you got 10 people in your group, because the maximum my server was 10 people, you got 10 in your group, that works out pretty decent. This server here we're playing on, I mentioned it in chat earlier. I logged in for a bit, and I was arguing with those guys, and they were going on, how many hours you got on the game? They said I had like 17 point something, which adds up to, I've been on here 5 years, but I've not fully played 5 years. I've been off and on for 5 years. So roughly all of my hours together adds up in game to almost 3 years. And they were like, bro, you got no life. I'm like, but you said you retired, and all you do is play the game. I said, you were on the day before that, and you was also playing on Down Bad server. I said, you know how I know you're playing on Down Bad server? Because I caught you. He said, but I'm retired. I can stay up. I can do what I want. I said, but you claiming I'm on the game 24/7. I logged off and went to bed, bro. Woke up, logged back on in the morning, and you were still on the game. I kicked your door in, and you were still there. You don't sleep. Your whole group. And then they just kept on. And then when I caught him out on the Down Bad server, he kind of quieted down a bit, and his buddies kept on running their mouth. So I was like, you guys are in, was it Finland? Greenland? Finland? Something like that. Overseas somewhere. I called it out. I was like, I already looked you up. I know how much game time you got, how many hours you've been playing. You looked me up, I looked you up. I said, I know exactly where you're from. Then they started getting quiet. I was like, look me up. Yeah, you see my game time. But does it tell where I live? Does it tell any information about me? I said, no. You don't know where I'm from. I said, but you from overseas, bruh. And I called him out, and then this one guy's like, because I mentioned I was trying to get some more C4 so I could raid him again. And this guy's like, wipe is Friday. And he goes, really, why would you want to raid somebody? The server's dead. I'm like, yeah, you want to know why it's dead? You got this huge group here controlling the server. Who's always in the labs? That group. And they're telling people, come to the labs, come to the labs. Why? So you can come and take their loot? I mean, you've ruined the server so much with your big group that you've got people fishing. Like they're playing, they're doing like role play. They're fishing, killing animals. People in the chat be like, anybody want to go fishing? Want to go kill some animals? We're gonna cook some food up, and I got us a house and everything. Like, bro, you've turned the server in, but it's the lab's fault too, because you have no group limit. You have a 5-man server, you have a 3-man server, you have a 2-man server, and a solo server. Why not take this server and put a limit of 10 people to group? 10 people in group, and no teaming. We fixed the server completely. Because this group here, I guarantee, well, when I was messing with them last night and they were getting upset, I counted at least 17 people in that group. 17 people in that group. They were all in there running their mouths. I'm like, bro, there's 17 of you and one of me. And you want to talk about me sucking at the game? You try sniping 17 people out of a base. I said the only time you guys leave base, you line up at the door and you all come out at once and start shooting. It's like when you step on a red ant hill on the fire ants and they just swarm you. It's like, bro, I'm sitting here sniping way up on the hill and here y'all come running out the door shooting. Like, there's way too many of you guys. There needs to be a limit on this server. I mean, yeah, I can't complain. I'm a solo playing on a big server, which don't bother me. I've played on 10-man servers. But when you've got no limit on group, this group here is ruining the server. They're controlling all the hotspots where all the good loot is. You go to labs, they're in there, controlling it. The spot where I'm at, there's 2 spots where hack crates drop. I tried to go to both of them. They rolled up with 2 helicopters and they all swarmed. Like, camo. Camo. You know what I'm saying? I switched my name. I'm going undercover. Not gonna chat with them. Not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Alright, we're gonna log back in. Yeah, we're just gonna keep messing with them. I'm gonna fix this base real quick. Get it ready for a spawn base. Now, the way we used to do it on the wall server is they allowed 2 bases on that server. They allowed a 6x6x6 with a hugely large amount of doors, which took a lot of C4 to raid. And then your smaller base was allowed 10 doors? I think it was 10 doors. The smaller base was allowed 10 doors. So we would set up the small base as like a trap base. Like if somebody did get in, they're gonna be stuck. Alright, we can take this wall down. Sweet. Well, we need some planks quick. We need like a stack of them. Come on, don't take forever to load. I ain't worried about the trees being in the base. Holy smokies. Whatever that was, that shook the whole house. My chair rumbled across the floor a bit. Dang. I might have to walk outside and get the dog. Holy smokes, give me a second. What in the world? Dang. That's just lightning and thunder, which is good. I only say that because, yeah, I do live out in the country in a big house. But the main gas line that runs to the town, it controls a lot of the gas that goes through the area, runs right by my house. And they have been out here a couple of times working on it. And that's one thing I'm leery of, because our town had it happen once before. There was a big explosion with a gas line, and it took a couple houses out. So yeah, when something shakes the house like that, shakes my chair, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Alright, I gotta get back in base. At least get it like that, because that makes it look better. Hey, we can get a wooden log right off of here. We only need one. I'm pretty sure one's all we need. Nope, we need more than one. Please do not knock this down. Then we gotta run to town. Man, that sounds like a freight train outside. That's not a tornado. I watched enough Reed Timmer, Chasing Storms, that he says everybody always tells you when it sounds like a freight train or a train coming, you know there's a tornado. But he's like, I've been inside of these things and I've never once heard it sound like a train. It sounds like a bunch of wind just going crazy. So, yeah, I hear a lot of loud noise, but I don't think, oh, we can put these guns in here, man, baby. Can we put these guns in here? Those are pistols, are you kidding me? Okay, we got 2 extra guns there. I'll put this lumber in here. I'll put this gas can in here. We're gonna eat this. We got some of that at the other base, but we're gonna leave that here. Not worried about it. Alright, now we got more room to keep looting on the way back to our other base. Alright. Make sure we got everything dropped off. Let's see what this is. Alright, we'll put that down here. Alright, let's bounce. Now it looks better. Somebody raids it, ain't gonna get but one locker in there. I'll set the other locker up later. The hacked crate is already gone out of this area, which which I wasn't getting the hacked crate anyways, so really didn't matter. Mr. controls them a lot. We could go back over here and loot some more. I'm not scared of dying. Oh yeah, everything reloaded. Sweet. That's more loot for me. I don't need any of that. See, there's only 8 people online. This time of the day, when I first joined the server, there was like 90 people online. This server was packed out. Like I said, one big group can always ruin a server. It just happens, Captain. There ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll call them out on it. Like, I won't even go do the laps because I know there's probably 2 or 3 of them in there waiting. And right now is the best time to go do laps. There ain't but a couple people online. But those couple of people are from that group. They got their eye on everything. The minute something breaks out, they all log in. There's another one of them. I'll take that. Ooh. Ooh. I like the color of it. It makes the gun pop. Makes it look good. Oh yeah. Alright, not bad, not bad. Don't need that, definitely don't need that. Get back, zombie. Dreams you true. Oh yeah, I'll tell you that. I gotta get my phone. It's almost dead. Yeah, we'll take that. I'm gonna check that shirt while we're here too. It's 30. I'm gonna stick with what I got. My shirt is 30, so. And I need to find a better shirt. Because I lost mine. I got killed. I lost it. It's always funny when people kill you or this or that. And then try to act like they're real good and they're this and that. But anybody can kill anybody with that many people. I don't need none of that. La 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 la. I'm gonna run over to the labs just to see if the door's open. Because the server did just restart, so if we can get lucky and it's open, we can run in. That gives us plenty of time to run around and loot. I've been doing a lot of the PvP servers to try to get myself better at shooting AR case. Once it wind up be decent. That's when you replace that and drop that. I mean, it's not the best gun. It's not legendary, but it's a gun nonetheless. Alright, we can replace one of them water bottles. Oop. It's like earlier when I logged on, I was outside their base messing around. I ran up in the tree line just to hide in some trees, get a good sniping point. Stupid wild boar thing come out of nowhere and went and hushed right beside me, going rah, 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 making all kinds of racket. Getting on my last nerve. There's a whole stack of armor, man. I gotta come over and cut that whole stack up. Is the door open? Nope. But you know what? That's cool. That we can't get in. They've gotten smart. I played on a server that had something just like this, and I was able to get behind her, crawl up on the top and hide, and wait on somebody to come in. That makes too much noise, but we can kind of sit here and wait around, I guess. They gonna check the doors, we know it. Or I can just go ahead and leave, because there ain't nobody gonna show up here. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Yeah, whoever's making their stuff here, if they, because in the program where you're adding stuff to the ground and you're editing all that stuff in, there's a snap button you can hit on there and lock it in, and every time you place something, it snaps to the top of the surface. Now, if it's sticking up just a little bit in the back, you can kind of adjust it to make it fit pretty decent, but yeah, there's a thing to fix that. If they're willing to fix it, but it's on them. Now, building off of Charnassus or any of those maps that's out there, you can do some pretty cool stuff. But creating your own map is like kind of hard because you're limited to what you can do. Like, I can use Unreal Engine 5 and make a cool map with cool water and everything, but this won't hold the. This won't hold it. They got their graphics set to. So you have to use their map editor. This is basically go into the tools program and make your own map, and then import it into the map editor and kind of edit stuff to the map. And then you gotta kind of draw your own map and make it look like whatever you're trying to make it look like. It's a process that I didn't want to get into. Dang, zombies! Get out of there. Stupid. There's one of them things in the road down here. The hidden stash. Is that two of them, or is that just a box in the road? This is the box in the road. Come on. Stupid zombies. Let's put on auto running. Where's them keys at? That one's common. We don't want common. Run. Stop. Let's see where this key is. We've been live for 32 minutes. We're going to be live for just a little bit longer. I don't do really long lives. The most I've ever done is right at 2 hours, because if the way my lives usually go and the way I play DayZ, I'm trying to stay hid. I'm trying not to get seen. I'm looting. I'm trying not to stay in one spot. If I end up in a fight, I usually die, so I try to stay away from the fights. Now, when I'm in a group, it's a lot different. When you got extra people calling out, and you got like a decent group that knows what they're doing, like the guys I used to play with, like the veterans, you'll have a sniper on the hill calling out. If you say you're looting like the military down here, you'll be calling out, keep an eye out for other people while you're looting. Or if you're looting a town, you have two guys take the two highest buildings and kind of keep a watch over the town. Or if there's a mountain close by, they can get on. They kind of watch over the town while you're looting. And you have two guys doing the looting, two guys keeping lookout, and two guys kind of behind you. You kind of split off in a team of two, and you kind of work through the town. You have like a backup. So if you run into somebody, you've got a backup with you. Like when we did our costs, we never landed our helicopter right on top of it and tried to take it quick with 10 people. We would have a max of 3 people go sit on the cost. The helicopter would drop them off right on top of it, and then they'd kind of move around and get into a good spot. And then the other ones, the helicopter would drop the rest off, and they would kind of move around the outside, the outskirts, so they can kind of keep an eye on everything. That way if somebody is coming in, they can try to take them out before they get to you. And then your team, your 3 in there, is to keep the flag, keep it going down as quick as they can. We never did nothing solo. Like playing solo, I suck at solo. Somebody's always going to get the drop on me. It's because I'm solo. But if I got a team behind me, and they're right there with me, they can kind of keep an eye out. Like yesterday on the live, when that guy shot me and I didn't see him hiding behind the camo net, I would have had a sniper on the hill watching that door, and as soon as that door opened, where he was at, he would have already got sniped at. I still may have died, but he would have got hit. And we'd have known, okay, there's a guy here, and I'd have been able to run back and kind of figure something out. But as a solo, you're pretty much dead on this game unless you play a solo server. I hate solo servers. There's never any action on them servers. They're PvE most of the time. and there ain't much going on. I like a lot of action. A lot of action, bro. I like the action. Making the action great again. Not me. Oh, we got those two guns. There's a submachine gun. We're at 170k. Alright. See what we get. We can definitely sell that. That is a AK. Alright. We just dropped another one of these off. You can put that on there. Can't put that on there. Okay, so we are sitting at 199k. We'll run this back to base here in a second. Oh, I didn't sell that. Let's see if it'll fit on here. Ooh. Oh yeah, that is sick looking. That's a way better looking gun now. Alright. What's this shirt? Baby shirt. Halloween. Yes, it's Halloween. Halloween. I know what we need to do. Pick the P2P market while we're here. Somebody selling 99 nails for 75k. That's not a bad deal. Definitely not a bad deal. Which I guarantee tomorrow, either tomorrow or the next day, they'll put C4 for sale. And people be eating it up like crazy. I've got enough right here to make my other homemade. Which will be nice. Okay, we're gonna go to a sport and hide. We're gonna go AFK for a bit. Okay, we're gonna go AFK for a bit and we'll be back in just a minute or two.
Jump in the booth, got my headphones on tight, spitting verses like I'm preaching, shining out bright. Words ignite the spark, setting fire to the night. In this lyrical fight, I'm ready to write. Yeah, I'm here to testify, got the truth on my side. Walking through the darkness, but I'm never gonna hide. Took everything from me, now I'm ready to rise. With a gun in my hand, I'm aiming for the prize. Echoes of the past, they try to keep me down, but I'm the sound of the struggle. Hear the truth in my sound. In a world full of chaos, I refuse to be a clown. With my pen as my weapon, I'm breaking new ground. Yeah, I'm here to testify, got the truth on my side. Walking through the darkness, but I'm never gonna hide. Took everything from me, now I'm ready to rise. With a gun in my hand, I'm aiming for Jay-Z vibes, but this ain't no game. I'm playing for keeps, and I'm changing the frame. Every setback a setup for a comeback. Fire with each line I spit, I'm taking it higher. No fear in my heart, just the will to succeed. Built from the ground up, every trial, every deed. So if you're in my way, just know that I'll plead. You're destined for the dark while I plant the seed. Yeah, I'm here to testify, got the truth on my side. Walking through the darkness, but I'm never gonna hide. Took everything from me, now I'm ready to rise. With a gun in my hand, I'm aiming for the prize. So jump in the booth, let this anthem unfold. With my headphones tight, watch my story be told. I'm spitting fire like a preacher, bold and untamed. In this life's real battle, no, I'm never playing games. It's real battle, no, I'm never playing games. Alright, open up, we're moving in tight. 3, 2, 1, and we're ready for the fight. Flashbangs popping, shaking up the scene. I'm in the zone, every corner, every gleam. No one in this room, but echoes of the past. Gotta clear this place quick, gotta move fast. I can hear him on my right, heartbeat in my chest. Tactical mindset, you know we're on a quest. This is how a tactical push looks in the world of DayZ. Yeah, we got the hooks, flash out, watch them fall, hear the call. We're survivors, we rise, never gonna stall. DayZ, DayZ. In the chaos we thrive. With each move we make. We're feeling alive. Ready to throw, tactical on the grind. Open up this war, we're leaving fear behind. Flash out, hear the echoes of the night. He's dead, clear the room, we're ready for the fight. Careful, he's to the left, I'm steady on my aim. In this game of life and death, it's a critical frame. Got my squad tight, every shift and every shift. In the heart of DayZ, we're the ultimate gift. This is how a tactical push looks in the world of DayZ. Yeah, we got the hooks, flash out, watch them fall, hear the call. We're survivors, we rise, never gonna stall. DayZ, DayZ. In the chaos we thrive. With each move we make. We're feeling alive. Communication's key, but we don't need to shout. Eyes wide, a single glance, know what we're about. Clear the left, clear the right, every angle we check. In this post-apocalyptic world, we're earning our respect. So here's to the squad, the ones who don't flinch. In the midst of the chaos, we're the ones who clinch. Together we stand, united in the fray. This is how we push in the heart of DayZ. We play DayZ, DayZ. It's more than a game, it's a brotherhood forged. We'll never be the same. Sitting in a room, just me and my buddy, unarmed and waiting, watching raindrops muddy in a world gone wild where the gunfire's loud, but we keep keep it cool, never joining the crowd. DayZ's a crazy game, yeah, bullets flying free, but we're holding strong, just my buddy and me. Bible thumping, fear in our hearts. The storm outside can't tear us apart. Come to my door, yeah, we stand our ground. No need for words when the rain's all around. You think I'm lame just riding solo, but I'm built for this fight. You know how it goes. Tell them changes the plan, we're ready for more. A C4 in hand, we're knocking at your door. Never fold under pressure, I said what I meant. Got faith in my heart and my soul is well spent. People hate me in this game, it's true, but I'm working for God while they're playing for you. Facing the devil when the darkness creeps in, but I'm holding on tight, gonna play till I win. With my buddy beside me, ain't no fear in sight. We'll weather the storm through the darkest of nights. Come to my door, yeah, we stand our ground. No need for words when the rain's all around. You think I'm lame just riding solo, but I'm built for this fight, you know how it goes. Tell them changes the plan, we're ready for more. A C4 in hand, we're knocking at your door. So as the raindrops fall and the echoes ring, know we're standing tall, ready for anything. In this crazy game of life, we'll keep pushing through. Just a couple of real ones staying true to our crew. In a room, just me and my friend, when they come for us, this ain't the end. DayZ's our battleground, but our hearts stay light. With faith in each other, we're ready to fight. Helicopter up, V up. Hey, what's in your helicopter? Got a couple C4, but a couple ain't enough. Hands up, throw your hands up. Tell you back up, we bout to tear this base up. Got your money in my pocket, I'm like a walking bank. Guns, blood, bodies on the floor, that's how we rank. C4 kicking in your door, this ain't no game. DayZ, we playing for fame. Rolling with my crew, yeah, we taking big risks. Living for the thrill, yeah, we ride like kings. Got the maps laid out, we're making our plan. Scavenging the ruins, yeah, we're the wolf pack. Keep your head low, dangers all around. In this gritty country life, it's a battleground. Discord on the line, hear the chatter going loud. We're strategizing moves in this digital crowd. Every corner's got a story, every drop's a chance. Adrenaline rushing, let's see who can dance. It's real. Rolling with my crew, yeah, we taking big risks. It's real. Living for the thrill, yeah, we ride like kings. So load up the chopper, let's make our escape. Through the smoke and the fire, we'll reshape fate. With the sun on the horizon and the wind in our hair, we're the kings of this battle, yeah, no room for despair. From the ground to the sky, we'll forever be big. In this gritty country rap, we'll always be rigged.
Rigs in the building, yeah, I'm making my play. Chasing those views, gotta grind every day. Catch me on the lab server, I'm in the zone. Looting and shooting, this world ain't my home. Streaming all day, streaming all night. Living for the clicks and the stakes are high. C4 kicking in, watching foes say goodbye. Guns loaded, I'm ready. Hear that chopper roar. Park my ride outside, always ready for more. Streaming all day, streaming all night. Living for the clicks in this digital fight. Building my base, making sure I take flight. Streaming all day, streaming all night. Streaming all night. Late night grinding, coffee in my hand. Rising through the ranks, got the whole world planned. From the first view to the 1,000 cheer, I'm the king of this stream, making my dreams clear. Streaming all day, streaming all night. Living for the clicks in this digital fight. Building my base, making sure I take flight. Streaming all day, streaming all night. So if you're feeling low, join the ride with me. In this virtual world, we can both be free. Rigs in the building, I won't fade away. Streaming my dreams, living for today. Living for today.
I ain't a running back, but I'm running from the zombies. Bullets fly, hear the sirens on me. In this post-Soviet land where the dangers never stop. Generous, I'm immune, but my heart's ready to drop. Vibo air base, hold tight, keep it steady. Pavlova's got loot, but the tension's heavy. Commence military, I'm scavenging for gear. Enemies lurking close, gotta keep them in fear. There's Nick's corner, gotta build that base. Fighting off the undead, it's a lethal race. Zelanagarsk, I'm stacking up supplies. In this outbreak madness, only the strong survive. I ain't a running back, but I'm running from the zombies. Bullets fly, hear the sirens on me. In this post-Soviet land where the dangers...
Alright, we are back. Sorry about that. We're gonna find somebody to host. And then we're gonna get off here. Because it's storming pretty bad outside. And where I live at, I guarantee I will lose internet in just a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it here. Let's go find somebody to host. We're probably gonna do the same thing we done the other day, which is try to pull somebody with some low views. Like, there's not really many people watching me, so probably only gonna be one person join, which is gonna be me. But rating other people and giving them that follow does make them feel good. Yeah, it always does. Makes me feel good when people come in and just show some love. Go ahead and hit that follow button if you remember when this was a TV place before it was Twitch TV. You could come on here and watch people live streaming. Ripple is still live. We can hang out and watch him for a bit. Let's go over to Hawken. We always host Ripple. How many does he got watching? 44, and Ripple has 53.
He's still up there at least.
So let's just go ahead and do Hawken. Pretty sure I got his name right.
Yeah, I say we push the left-hand side of the hill, maybe.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because he was following, he ran up towards the side.
Zombie up there.
Yeah, we're gonna go find somebody else.
If he wants to see the ATV, it could be on our left.
Alright. Well, he's got his thing set to where you can't raid, which is fine. I don't care. I want to raid somebody that's going to be like appreciate it. And be like, oh, thanks, man. That's the kind of people I like. The ones that appreciate it. RP Daisy New Story.
Но она с окнами. Вот.
What's with the mask?
Поэтому тогда вашими трусами тоже придется пожертвовать.
Wow. Oh, hey, somebody sent me a private message.
Ладно.
Ладно, у меня плащ есть так-то.
Я тебе скинул договор.
А в КПП?
Читай электронную подпись, ставь. Да.
Можно так, конечно, сделать, пакетом сделать. Да, Романя, так у него там это самое. Или в детстве. Это в детстве. Ого.
That was that person we raided the other day.
О, это я!
They appreciated it. But they was letting their kid play. Which is fine, you know. But they enjoyed it. Okay, we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the barrel. Riggs, way at the bottom. Raid myself. Like, oh, thanks for the raid, man. What's his murder? I don't know what server you playing on, bro, but it's kinda not that good. And your stream's off a little bit, but that's okay. Gotta start somewhere, right? Rookie streamer. The Mosque Bandit Run. Nah, I played on the Mosque. It's not really my thing. I don't know what server that guy's playing on, but the old timey cars. As the young folks say, that's old timey cars right there. Oh, what we got going on here? Going through some of the story quests today. What game is this guy playing? It's Daisy.
Where's the road, actually? Don't jump out.
I like the vehicle though. I tried to use it on my server once. I could never get the word. What other games do we play that we could host somebody on? Russian Classic. You ain't got to be able to understand a word they say. I ain't got enough followers to host anybody on YouTube. What's his new solo, a noob edition? Sweden.
When our numbers guy is out, the deals on the most affordable German-engineered car
Anybody
brand
even
get
know
even
what they're
better.
saying?
Dude.
Sign then drive is in while Frank is out. Lease a new 2025 Taos for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
Bro, half of these people, you can't even understand what they're saying. Winner. Let's see what this one is.
When our numbers guy Frank goes on vacation, the deals
I
on the
have
most
a
affordable
code
German-engineered car branded
somewhere
American
that
get even
works.
better. And these signed and drive offers have us feeling festive.
You got the entire dealership.
Ooh, gingerbread.
Dude,
It's half off for deal days.
Signed and drive
Bruh,
deals are in
commercials
while
get on
Frank
my
is out.
last nerve.
Lease a new 2025 Tiguan for 0 down, 0
Rampage
deposit, 0
Granny.
first month's payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited
78.
inventory available.
Long John Silver's chicken treasure wraps have come ashore. Hand-battered
Come
chicken
on.
planks with sweet chili or Baja sauce, topped with crumblies in our signature slaw, all wrapped in a soft flour tortilla. Real and
These
two for
commercials
$5,
get
or
off
one
of
for
here.
just $2.99. Long John Silver's, chick yeah.
Who is we, by the way?
We is you, by the way.
I don't know.
Well, you got a friend, right?
Yeah. Joel is in this.
Joel, okay.
Alright, guys, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna raid
What are
this
we gonna
person.
do with the orc?
I was
still
gonna give him
here?
a follow.